Good morning. Good morning. Radden is having some trouble this morning again. So if you all know that your friends don't know to come in and see Mr. Thornton's live, then please go and let them know to join Mr. T Teach. And Miss Radden is going to come join me.
I have no idea, Mr. Thornton, what is happening. None whatsoever.
We're going to make it happen now.
The devil is busy, but God is greater. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Good morning. Miss Radden, do you think you want to go on and tell your
I don't
tell
even
the
know.
students to make sure they come join?
Okay.
Good morning. You all let your friends know that to come join me, Mr. T Teach live, just in case. Good morning. Good to see you. I hope you all are well. I'm trying to see who's on here. I'm trying to give some credit. I printed this out real tiny though. I'm glad you said that. Don't put your names up there though, but I actually didn't have your screen name, so I'm actually glad you did say it. Don't put your names up, guys. We're good. We're good. Alias King, so glad to see you.
I did go ahead and drop that in there.
Okay, good.
All right, so you guys, as you're coming in, go ahead and please answer those questions. Can people under 21 make a real impact on society? Type your answer below.
Good morning, Mr. Hawkins.
Good morning, Mr. Hawkins. Good morning. Come on in. I did post a video telling them to come on over here. I'm not sure why I have connectivity issues 10 minutes in. They don't want us to be great, but we're going to be great anyway.
Y'all, I don't know if y'all are changing y'all names.
All right, I
Y'all
see you
changing
guys
y'all
are saying,
names.
yeah, can people under 21 make a real impact on society? Yes or no? Come on in. Just got to stop being lazy.
I'm proud of you for saying that whole thing with no bad language. Very good. Chill vibes. Y'all see me look now, I'm just looking to give you all credit for being in the chat room. Don't say your names. I know your name. A baby man. Okay. I'll take it. I will take it. Oh, I don't see you, Miss. You didn't request me, Miss Radden. Let me add you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning, good morning. At this point, you should be answering our do now question. Can people under the age of 21 make a real impact in society? Okay, so that's what we need to be doing at this point. All right, so, okay, so again, from this slide, can people under the age of 21 make a real impact on society? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell all your friends we're over on Mr. Thornton's live. Tell all your friends we're there. Okay? Come on in. Hello there. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming in. All right. So, yes, I see a lot of people saying that yes. All right. I'd be interested to know how you think we can make a difference. How you can make a difference. Good morning, Mr. Israel. Yeah, we do make a change in the world all the time. I agree, because of the choices we make and the things we do. But are they always for the right cause, though, is the question. I love it. Chill vibes only. Love it. I love it.
Yeah, and I feel like, I mean, it says make a real impact on society. And I guess my question is that a positive impact, because everything that we do makes an impact some way. But if we are collectively, if we can make a positive impact as well.
Right. Absolutely.
Exactly. There are a lot of choices that you
Yep.
have.
And life is all about choices, and you're going to live and die by those choices you make. By taking a stand on what you care about. I love it. I love it. And that's what we're going to be talking about. If you guys have watched our pages the last couple of days, you've seen that it's all about activism. And we're going to be talking about that in a few minutes. But before we do, I'm going to make sure that you have something to write with, something to write on. All right. And that you're someplace quiet where you can focus on what it is that we're going to be talking about today. But before we do all of that, I'm going to give you just a few more seconds to come on in, answer that do now question so you can get credit for today's assignment. We are in week 4's packet, week 4. All right. All right. And this question, while I framed it a little bit differently, it's the same question that can be found on page 3 in week's 4 packet. Okay. All right. Good morning to everybody. Good morning. Tell your friends we're over on Mr. T's page. Go ahead and text them real quick. Tell them, I don't know what's going on with Miss Radden's internet over here with the quantum leap, but okay, we're still on, and they don't want me to be great, but we're going to be great anyway, because that's what we are. We're great. All right.
We are great. We are great.
We are great. Okay. All right. So, with that being said, I know we want to kind of go ahead and move forward because we have a lot that we're going to be discussing today. So I want to make sure that you get an opportunity to get into everything. Don't laugh at me with my internet. Don't do that. Don't do that. We got the quantum leap over here. Don't do that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pull this back just a little bit because we need to have what we call the talk. All right. Go ahead. Take it away from me, Mr. Thornton. Let's talk about it.
All right. This morning, I wanted Mr. Radden and I discuss that we are really glad that you all are coming out, that you are joining the lives, that you are actually participating. We both get a lot of DMs throughout the week. However, what we're not seeing enough of is the work being sent to us. I know that they have, that you all had the opportunity to turn in your work, go to the school and turn in your packets. But there are different ways that you can also turn in the work, and we have not seen enough of that work in order to start raising the grades that we need to raise in your grade book. So if you took it up to the school, we will get it, we will grade it. However, if you have not done that, and you have not been sending us pictures or emails or going on to
Canvas
and turning in your work, you all need to start doing that. As we go and move into our fourth quarter, you all are going to be starting with nothing. So we're going to need to start building up. We're going to tell you more about how grading will happen in quarter four. But for right now, you need to think about the fact that you don't have any grades for quarter four. And the end of the quarter is April 24th. So that's the end of fourth quarter. Your work is going to be due for third quarter. But when we go into fourth quarter, you all have to come in, you have to participate, and you have to turn the work in. It's cool if you're taking it in. If you're taking it to the school, we will get it. But if you do not turn it into the actual school, you have to get it to us somehow. And we've given you several options. Take a picture and send it. And I've gotten a lot of people who have done that. Yes. And I do get it. I can see it. I can print it out or just give you credit for it from my screen. We won't be going back to the school. No, we will not be. The school year is ending early, and we're ending on May 29th, and we will not be back in the school building physically. Fourth quarter ends May 29th, right?
Absolutely. And we do miss you guys too. And I'll be honest with you, we all miss it, right? We all miss that interaction. And so we're trying to stay positive through all of this. And we want you guys to make sure that you're staying positive as well. All right. Know that we do have a community meeting, a community school-wide assembly on Thursday afternoon. So if you're not following the Heart page or the 2024 page, please make sure you come because all the teachers are going to be there. All the students are going to be there. Parents are all welcome. So we want to make sure. So understand this. Quarter 3 ends this Friday, right? You have until May 1st to turn that in. However, quarter 4 starts on Monday. All right. Now, the information that we're talking about over the next couple of days, because this project is going to take us about 2.5 weeks to do. All right. I'm going to be looking to put many of these grades in quarter 4. So it's important that you understand and know that you have got to turn in work because everybody starts with 0. So if you're not doing anything, you get nothing. All right. So understand that. And I just want you to be prepared for that. So I'm going to go ahead and move on because we have a lot to talk about. I think everybody understands. If not, play the video back. That way you'll know exactly what's happening. Mm-hmm. All right.
And those of you who still have questions about that, make sure that you attend the community meeting on Thursday. Okay. So Ms. Strickland is going to talk all about how we are going to proceed, but make sure that you attend that meeting.
All right. So here we go. So by the end of the lesson today, students will be able to examine how much of a difference young people can make in addressing the problems our society faces in order to argue for or against how the importance of young people's voices are uniquely powerful in transforming the world. Your voice matters. Your voice matters. And so I want to make sure that you understand that fully. All right. So let's talk about activism. And you're going to be needing to take down some notes really quickly. All right. Activism is the policy or action of using rigorous campaigning to bring about political or social change. So when I stop and I think about activism, I think about things or causes that are very important to us. Many of us see a lot of things that are going on right now with the COVID-19. So there's a lot of activism around making sure that healthcare workers are being supported, making sure that we're feeding the hungry and the homeless, and making sure that people are getting supplies that they need. I also think about Black Lives Matter and police brutality and all of the different things that go on as a result of activism and how our voices are making a difference. And then particularly when I first started looking at this lesson, I started thinking about the Parkland shooting. And I don't know if many of you remember this. In Parkland, Florida, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, there was a shooting and the students stood up. And then students around the country took walkouts and stood up for the end of gun violence. And so we're going to be talking about how your voice and the impact of your voice makes a difference in the world. Is there anything you want to add to that, Mr. T?
Yeah, so a lot of times students who are younger, your age and younger, start to feel like, well, what can I really do? And I even talked to you about this on a local level, like in the school. I say, well, let's go talk to Mr. Walker, or let's go have a conversation with Ms. Strickland. And sometimes you're like, oh, they're not going to listen to us. So activism is really about you finding something that is important to you and then doing what you need to do to make a positive change. There are some important words in this definition where it says using vigorous campaigning. So that means not just going and saying, hey, I don't like this, but then actually organizing and getting together and making a statement about what you believe in.
Okay. All right. All right. I see someone wrote in here. We participate in the Do the Right Thing challenge. Okay. With the Office of the Attorney General regarding gun violence. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Israel. Absolutely. I remember that many of the avid students are participating in that Do the Right Thing. And so the play on the word right, because they're writing something, but the play on the word right, RIGHT. All right. So we want to make sure that we're making positive choices and what that looks like. So thank you so much for that. All right. All right. So I want to focus on something that y'all know how I love vocabulary. So I'm going to bring vocabulary back to us in just a little bit. But this is why you need to watch and take notes. So you need to watch, take notes. All right. So do you need to really see? But yeah, but you need to really be listening. All right. So let's go to work really quickly. Activists can be young, old, rich, poor, conservative, liberal. Activists can be singers, doctors, teachers, police. One second. Let me turn it up just a little bit so we get all our voices heard. And we'll start it all over again. I think I was being a little too conservative. And we'll start it over. Activists can be young, old, rich, poor, conservative, liberal. Activists can be singers, doctors, teachers, police officers. Most importantly, you. Stand up for a cause, stand up for your rights. Activists are people stand. They work to turn a vision to reality. Stand up for a cause, stand up for your rights. Activists are people standing up for rights. Activists imagining a different way. They work to turn a vision to reality. Let's go to Bali, an Indonesian island where plastic bags, other trash affects everybody. Imagine what garbage and ocean tides can do to beaches. It's trash season during wet season for that reason. Two sisters, Malati and Isabel, were only children, ages of 10 and 12, when they took up a stand and chose to fight it themselves, like Martin Luther, Gandhi, and other heroes who held their local causes. These sisters didn't sit back when they heard their calling. Bye-bye plastic bags was the movement that they started. Even had 100,000 signatures to ban the use of plastic bags, but the governor was occupied with different plans. So so the girls forced his hand by using a hunger strike. The governor agreed to meet and noticed the girls were right. In 2018, Bali has agreed to be plastic bag free. This is what we call victory. Stand up for a cause, stand up for your rights. Activists are people standing up for rights. Activists imagine in a different way. They work to turn a vision to reality. Stand up for a cause, stand up for your rights. Activists are people standing up for rights. Activists imagine in a different way. They work to turn a vision to reality. To be an activist, you do not need a cape. You just have to want to make the world a better place. They might write letters to the local politicians. They take action, they sign or organize petitions. Receiving signatures proves an idea has support. Activists raise money for causes, support them even more. They can also work with others with the same goals and join orgs to organize. Yeah, that's what they're there for. Activists participate in protests using signs and pickets. See them marching in the streets or boycotting a business. Retweeting and hashtags help to spread the message. Action and perseverance are their greatest weapon. If their feelings towards the law is that it's unjust or immoral, like when Martin Luther King said that Jim Crow wasn't normal, then they break the law to bring awareness to their cause, like when Rosa Parks is on the bus, though it's against the law. The civil disobedience is peaceful and nonviolent. An activist is anyone and anything but silent. I'm a quote Anne Frank in my own words. You don't need to wait a second before you start to change the world.
Hi guys, it's Melati and it's Isabel from Buy My Plastic Bags, and we're here today in Bali, now 17 and 15, and when we started this we were really only 10 and 12 with absolutely no business plan, no strategy, no hidden agenda, and we were so excited when we saw this vocabulary video. But one thing what we hope when you saw it was that you felt so inspired and motivated and really resonate with the fact that you, all of you in there, are change makers. Right, and change starts with yourself, and you can start with one simple action, no matter how small it is. For us, we acted on plastic bags and the environment, something that we were passionate about. But for you, it might be cooking, gender equality, human rights, whatever it is, find it out and go out in the world and do it. No matter where in the world you are, no matter how old, just go for it and make sure you walk your talk. Because we believe that us kids may only be 25% of the world's population, but we are 100% of the future. We are looking so much forward to see what comes out of this and where all these connections grow and where all these planted seeds come and go. Yeah. Bye guys!
All right. So my question to you is, were you taking notes? I see a lot of people speaking, saying hello and everything like that, because it's almost quiz time. It's almost quiz time. Are you ready? Or do you feel like you could benefit from seeing the video one more time before we quiz? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Speak now. If nobody's coming in, I'm going to go straight to the quiz. All right, I see Aesthetic JJ says she ready. Who's ready for quizzing? Because what I didn't tell you is that whatever the score is what all of you guys get. All right? The score for everybody. So are we ready? Somebody say one more time. One more time. One more time. All right, so Mr. Harris will play it one more time because I would have played it twice in my classroom for sure. Absolutely. All right, so here's what I'm going to say. Pay attention. I know people are coming in. Good morning, Miss Alshai. I know people are coming in. But if you're getting ready to play this quiz, because I want to know what you know about activism. So pay attention. Take your notes. And here we go. Let's replay. You want to just be. Activists can be young, old, rich, poor, conservative, liberal. Activists can be singers, doctors, teachers, police officers. Most importantly, you. Stand up for a cause, stand up for your rights. Activists are people standing up for rights. Activists imagine in a different way. They work to turn a vision to reality. Stand up for a cause, stand up for your rights.
up for rights. Activists imagine in a different way. They work to turn a vision to reality. Let's go to Bali, an Indonesian island where plastic bags, other trash affects everybody. Imagine what garbage and ocean tides can do to beaches. It's trash season during wet season for that reason. Two sisters, Malati and Isabel, were only children, ages of 10 and 12, when they took up a stand and chose to fight it themselves, like Martin Luther or Gandhi and other heroes who held their local causes. These sisters didn't sit back when they heard their calling. Bye Bye Plastic Bags was the movement that they started, even had 100,000 signatures to ban the use of plastic bags, but the governor was occupied with different plans, so the girls forced his hand by using a hunger strike. The governor agreed to meet and noticed the girls were right. In 2018, Bali has agreed to be plastic bag free. This is what we call victory. Stand up for a cause, stand up for your rights. Activists are people standing up for rights. Reality. Stand up for a cause, stand up for your rights. Activists are people standing up for rights. Activists imagine in a different way. They work to turn a vision to reality. To be an activist, you do not need a cape. You just have to want to make the world a better place. They might write letters to the local politicians. They take action, they sign or organize petitions. Receiving signatures proves an idea has support. Activists raise money for causes, support them even more. They can also work with others with the same goals and join orgs to organize. Yeah, that's what they're there for. Activists participate in protests using signs and pickets. See them marching in the streets or boycotting a business. Retweeting and hashtags help to spread the message. Action into perseverance are their greatest weapon. If their feelings towards the laws that it's unjust or immoral, like when Martin Luther King said that Jim Crow wasn't normal, then they break the law to bring awareness to their cause, like when Rosa Parks is on the bus, though it's against the law. The civil disobedience is peaceful and nonviolent. An activist is anyone and anything but silent. I'ma quote Anne Frank in my own words. You don't need to wait a second before you start to change the world.
And I'm going to stop it right there.
It's Malati and it's Isabel from,
because while Malati and Isabel talk about how they changed the world in terms of how people saw them in Bali and changed the whole narrative of plastic bags being used in that country. All right, just from these two young women. So now I'm ready for this quiz time. I think you're ready. I think you know more than enough to be able to take this quiz. Let's go. Now, the way this quiz is going to work is really, really simple. I'm going to post the quiz up. It's 10 questions in total. So I need total participation from everybody online. Even my teachers can help out. You can get in, help these kids get their grade if you want to. Question number 1 says, and let me see if I can get this a little closer. It says activists can be A, poor, B, young, C, conservative, or D, all the above. You're going to have 15 seconds to jump in and tell me if that is A, B, C, or D. Start the timer.
I
Jump
started
in.
the timer. All right, time.
But we have no answers. Nobody's answering.
I see we have a lot of D.
You see D's?
D.
Okay, so if you'll tell me, because I can't see on your end, I'll go ahead and mark D. We'll see if that is the answer at the end. Here we go. Moving on. Question 2 says, during Bali's trash season, A, people decorate their homes with garbage. B, people throw away more trash than usual. C, ocean tides push trash to the shores. Or D, businesses stop recycling. 15 seconds on the clock.
Gotta choose one. Choose one. I see you narrowing it down. That's good, but make sure you choose one. All right, time is up. Time is up. It looks like we are going with C as a class, Miss Radden. C.
Going with C as a class.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, we'll move on. Okay. All right, so this question is a little bit longer, so let me kind of pull back and you're going to listen carefully, okay? Melody and Isabel started Bye Bye Plastic Bags by organizing beach cleanups and a petition. When these tactics didn't work, they, A, filmed a video about their cause that went viral. B, they boycotted businesses that sold plastic bags. C, they decided to go on a hunger strike. Or D, launched a popular hashtag. Time has started now. What did they decide to do when they decided to start Bye Bye Plastics and nobody wanted to do it? What did the girls do?
I have a C. I only got one answer there. C, hunger strike, and I have an A. Uh-oh. Come on, I need some more.
Give some more, because is it A, is it C? Is it A, is it C? Is it A, is it C?
Nope. We have more A's than C's.
Really?
Give me 5 seconds. Let me count down. 5. Put an answer in. 4, 3, 2, 1. So the class voted A.
Okay. All right. So as a result of Melody and Isabel's work, Bali has decided to A, be plastic bag free by 2018. B, start making more plastic bags. C, convince other places to ban plastic bags. Or D, force everyone to join the Bye Bye Plastic Bags.
Make a decision. The timer starts now. 15 seconds. Don't get mad. Just go ahead. Put
Somebody
your
got
answer
mad?
there. We're about to have no answers here. Okay, we have one answer, which is D. So we're going to have to go with that D. Thank you.
I'll give them a few seconds.
2 D's.
As a result of Melody and Isabel's work, Bali has decided to do what? A, be plastic bag free by 2018. Start making more plastic bags. Convince other places to ban plastic bags, or force everyone to join Bye Bye Plastic Bags.
We got a couple of A's in there, but for the most part, we have D. D is the class decision.
Can we ask a question? Why did people pick D and why did people pick A? Can somebody, one person that picked A, one person that picked D, can you tell me why? I can't see that on your side, Mr. Thornton, so.
Yeah, I don't see anything coming through. They don't know.
How many people we got saying A and how many people we got saying D?
I think we only have 2 A's that I saw. And most people pick D. 3 A's.
3 A's. And the vast majority, everybody else picked D?
Yep.
So then let me ask this question, and I'm going to play Angel's Advocate because I don't play devil anything. Here we go. Is everybody around the world using stop using plastic bags? Has everybody around the world stopped using plastic bags? That's a yes or a no. Has everyone around the world stopped using plastic bags? You can tell me what they're saying because I can't see.
I see a no. And then Golden Nugget said D is wrong because they didn't force anyone to join. They joined on their own.
Okay. So I have one no, and they forced to join on their own. So is it feasible to think that A might be that possible answer when we're looking at the question saying, as a result of Melody and Isabel's work, Bali, which is the country they live in, has decided to do what?
I think we got a little lag time because they're answering your question now, but we did get a couple more A's.
Okay. So we got a couple more A's.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with the A's, since you seem to say that we got a little bit more A's after thinking about that question a little bit more.
Yes.
All right. Question 5. Here we go. Which statement would Melody and Isabel most likely agree with? A, kids must rely on adults to support their activism. B, young people are capable of making a difference. C, all activists should focus on eliminating plastic bags. Or D, Rosa Parks and Helen Keller were the world's best activists.
I'm starting the timer. I'm going to go ahead and give them 20 seconds this time.
20 seconds.
A lot of
What do you
B's.
think? A lot of B's.
Mm-hmm. So for all B's.
All right, so I'll go ahead and move a B if you said that that is majority.
Yep, that's the only answer we got. It's B.
All right, here we go. Number 6. Which of the following is an example of a boycott? A, writing a letter to the mayor of your town. B, organizing a petition to plant more trees in the park. C, refusing to shop at a store that treats its workers badly. Or D, make a video about why animal shelters are important. So again, which of the following is the best example of a boycott?
A boycott. This timer started now. We got one C. Anyone else? Anyone else? There we go. C. C. C, C, C. All right.
So we're going with a CCC.
C, C, C.
Are my teachers getting in on this? Are you helping my kids out? Please do.
I haven't seen no teachers. Come on, y'all can help out.
Y'all can help them out. Here we go. Which of the following is an example of civil disobedience? A, Helen Keller raising money for the blind. B, Martin Luther King Jr. delivering his I Have a Dream speech. C, Oprah Winfrey founding a charity to help girls in South Africa attend school. Or D, Susan B. Anthony casting a ballot before women had the legal right to vote in the United States. So which of the following is an example of civil disobedience?
Mm-hmm. And before I start the timer, you all remember to look at the words civil disobedience. If you don't remember what that meant. Okay, disobedience. All right, timer started. All right, 5 D's, 6, 7. Eight, 9, 10. I see you, Stuart.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
So
what
we
happened?
have all D's.
D.
Yep. D is the answer. D is the right answer we have.
All right. Is the answer they have. Okay. Here we go. Moving on. Question 8. Receiving signatures on a petition. A, will always change the minds of people in power. B, proves that a cause has support. C, shows that change will be easy. Or D, is an example of a picket. So receiving signatures on a petition does what? Timer started.
All right. Everyone has a B.
Has B as in boy.
Yes.
Thank you. Question 9. Here we go. You guys
I
are
saw
doing
your
so
question. We'll
good.
answer that after.
I'm sorry.
Someone asked the question. I said I saw it. We can answer that afterwards.
Okay. Activists often join organizations in order to A, end boycotts, B, make new friends, C, meet people who have different goals, or D, work with people who have similar goals. Timer starts.
All right. Why do activists join organizations? All right. The answer we have is D.
D as in David.
D as in David.
All right, here we go. I want to make sure I don't want to get no wrong answers. B, B, D, and B, and D is B, and whatever. Here we go. Last question. Civil disobedience is usually characterized as A, joyful and exciting, B, violent and oppressive, C, peaceful and nonviolent, or D, dangerous and irresponsible.
All right. Timer starts now. C. We're getting C's. All right. Everyone says C.
Said C.
C is in
Okay.
cat.
All right. So I am about to submit this quiz. Let's see what we come up with. I got 14 people in the room. So what are we going to get? Can we get some predictions real quick? What do you think we scored? If every question is worth 10 points, what do you think we scored?
I know there was one that I thought was a little shaky. We had some disagreement on.
Yes.
Somebody said it's not 100.
Okay, it's not 100.
Somebody said 90%. 9 out of 10.
90%?
Oh, somebody has no confidence in us. 50%.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no. All right.
90, 70, 90.
Let's see how close we get to perfection. 90%.
90%. Do y'all know which one we did not get? I remember it. I just don't remember the actual one. It was so we missed question number 3.
Question 3. All right. So if I go back to question 3 really quickly, let me go ahead and move to that one. All right. So question 3 talked about, this is about the organizing of the bags, right?
Yes,
Organize
this is
the
the one
cleanup.
that that was really we couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. And this is when they said the tactics didn't work. When what they did about having them go to the beaches and clean up didn't work for them as a whole, and they didn't get a full participation, and the government wasn't going or wasn't standing behind the girls, they decided to go on a hunger strike. And because they went on this hunger strike, that got the attention of all of the top officials in Bali, and they were able to bring their cause to them. And the guy saw where they were right. So the president saw where they were right, and he decided to join in. All right. So you guys all have 90%. Those people in there, give yourself a round of applause. Whee!
Yes, excellent. So that
All
means
right.
that as a class, you all have earned the people who are here in the room. So I hope y'all are here. And if you are watching this later, make sure you send us a DM to let us know that you were here,
Okay.
so that we can give you all credit for doing that in the 90%. So we have just a couple minutes left,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to make a couple announcements at the end. Someone asked before I go into this whether we were continuing to have class after this. Absolutely. We are having class up until May 29th. Our classes are on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so you'll have us on the 28th, and then you will take your math and your science and those electives on the 29th, and that'll be the last day of school. Ms. Strickland will go more into that on Thursday, I'm sure.
Right.
So let's talk about causes. I love causes. A cause is something that you strongly believe in, something that really, that you are willing to protest about, that you're willing to gather supporters about. You might even be willing to do, commit some civil disobedience for. It can be a huge topic. I know that everybody knows about Colin Kaepernick and how he protested gun violence. He too was protesting. I think we forgot almost what he was protesting because it became so crazy. But he protested gun violence by taking a knee during the football games, during the national anthems, instead of the traditional salute, and it cost him his career,
His
basically, in
career.
football.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be big like that. It could be like the protest that Ms. Radden was talking about. It could also just be something else that you are really concerned about, that you're willing to take some action. So you all know I have a dog, and I hate when I am walking my dog and I see other people who are walking their dog without a leash. It drives me crazy, especially those people out there with them big old pit bulls, and they think, oh, my pit bull is trained and I'm gonna walk my dog without a leash. Well, that's a cause that I'm willing to say something about. I would be willing to say, okay, but let me get other people involved in my community, and so that we can have a rule put in place that you have to walk your dog with a leash. That's actually a law in a lot of places. So I want you all to start thinking about, what are you passionate about? What's something that's really important to you? And it can be as small as walking dogs off a leash, or it could be something larger like gun
Police
violence
brutality.
or
Mm-hmm. Police.
justice,
Yep. Or police brutality.
justice for police brutality, or what are some other things that you all could think of that are big causes? So while you all are doing your homework this week, thank you for the time. Remember while you all are doing your homework, also start thinking about that, because obviously we are returning to what are some causes that you all really believe in.
All right, so let's talk about that really, really quickly. So your homework, if you haven't already done, because this was last week, and so I want to give you an opportunity to make sure that before you do the reading, that you have done the vocabulary words on pages 4 through 6 in week 4 packet. All right, it should have been done and sent to Mr. Thornton already. It should include, and it's going to look a little different in your packet. If you have the packet and you're not online, you're going to end up doing a whole lot more work than you need to. Because all Mr. Thornton wants you to do is to get the word, write down the part of speech, the definition, and use the word in the sentence. Take a picture of it and DM it to him. That's all he's asking. There's 5 words. So make sure you're doing that. The thing I'm asking you to do for next class is I want you to read the text Beyond Resistance, Youth, Activism, and Community Change, and answer the questions in packet 4 of week 4, pages 7 through 11. All right? So I know you all like to say, well, Miss Radden, did you read this package? Of course I did. All right. And I'll be sure to include it on Instagram, but it's already on my YouTube page and it's already in Canvas. So if you click on Canvas and you go in and you see week 4, you click on it, it'll be the reading there. It'll be all the handouts. Everything is right there in Canvas for you. So all you got to do is click on it and take care of business and do the work. All right. And
Do
then
the work, guys. Turn it in.
turn it
Um,
in.
I also, this is the actual packet. And so if you all had, this isn't the packet, this is the reading. This is a little bit heavier reading than we've had before. It's about 5 pages of reading. But the definitions for several words are actually in here. So about 3 of the 5 vocabulary words that you all have are actually in the reading. So if you have not, many of you have not turned in the vocabulary, and you need to make sure that you go through, you read. This can help you with the definition and the part of the speech so that you can take a picture of it and send it to me, or you can type it and email it to me and Miss Radden. Well, I want the vocabulary, so type it and send it to me or take a picture of it.
All right, so want to make sure you're going in, you're following along with me with the reading, and you guys, because it is a close read, I've read it for you, so you guys can play it back a couple times, you can follow along, and you can go ahead and work to answer the questions. All right, and I need you to be able to turn that in by Friday. All right,
No, by
and then
Thursday, because we're continuing to move on, and I don't want you all to get behind. I just want to let you all know that this is going to add to your grade. So I am putting in a grade. And when I put in these grades, your grades go up substantially. So please don't just throw this away. If you have not turned any work into me, please make sure that you put this in. I want you all to get an A for 3rd quarter.
all right, and that would go for me as well. So please make sure you take care of business. Send us those pictures like you've been doing. Continue to do so. Some of us are sending them in now as we speak. So thank you so much, Discon 56. All right. I want you also to think about a cause that you want to support. And you need to know what that's going to be when you come to class on Thursday. What cause are you going to take up on your own? You as a youth, you have a voice. And so I want to make sure that your voice is heard. All right. I don't think that there's anything else. I know that we are over time on today. Yeah. All right. If you need to snapshot this, the homework, I'll make sure to go ahead and put this on my page as well. But I want you to think about those causes you want to support. And I want you to read the text. All right. Go into detail, read the text, answer the questions, turn it in, do the vocabulary words, turn it in. All right. Again, quarter 4 is totally different. And while some of this is going into quarter 4, I need all of my work in. All right. Mm-hmm. We love you guys. We miss you much.
Really quickly, unv.ray. I need you to send me a text message and let me know who you are. Okay. Because I don't have your name written in here. So send it to me. Don't put it on here. Send it to me. And we will see you all on Thursday at 10 o'clock sharp.
All right. Take care. We love you.
All right. Miss you guys.
Miss you guys much. Bye.